What up, what up, what up? I'm Jake.
I'm Jim.
Welcome to Secret Hideout, place where we talk you can't bring to the dinner table.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. What's up, so?
What up, guys?
Yo, episode what?
105.
105.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got a good one for you.
Start off, pop culture, like
Yes,
always.
sir.
Talk about a little bit about Dahmer.
Yeah.
Jim saw a new scary movie.
Yeah, in theaters right now, Barbarian.
Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah.
Wow. We jump into we talk a little bit about Mighty Ducks. I don't know if any listeners remember when me and Jim were talking about Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, we get back into it. New season drop.
Season started, baby. Talk a little bit about it.
Disney Plus. Make sure you guys subscribe to Disney Plus and lose your souls.
Yeah, we get into that new movie about gayness that's bombing right now. Bros, and how butthurt they are over it.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Okay, it's true. But yeah, what else we talk about?
Oh man,
SheHulk.
SheHulk.
Yeah.
We kind of get into a little bit of like how
Wokeness is just
is destroying the arts, and that kind of we stem off that movie, The Bros, and talk about that.
yeah. Pandering. The pandering is just
Quit
getting
it.
so out of control.
Yeah, just cut it out, man. Make movies. Make art.
Make good movies.
Pander.
Make good art. When we talk some culture.
Yes.
Talk about culture.
Yep.
And
we end on some good stuff, so hang in there to the end. We get a little sport talk in there too, because Red Wings are back. So
that's right.
We'll be bringing that shit back. Get that Mickey back. Oh, that didn't work.
All right,
there you go, Snapchat.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
All right, episode 105. You boys feeling good?
Oh yeah.
You guys ready to do this?
We're ready.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's jump into
All
pop
Take
culture.
2.
Pop it, baby.
They don't need to know that shit, Enzo. Oh yeah, I went and saw Barbarian. So it's a new horror movie with Justin Long.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really good. It's an awesome horror movie.
Yeah.
And Justin Long.
What kind of horror are we talking? Like thriller?
Thriller.
More thriller?
Thriller, yeah.
Okay.
It's scary. It's got
Is
good.
supernatural at all?
No.
Okay, so I know what you're
No,
saying.
it's more of like something creeping in the dark,
Okay.
but not supernatural.
Someone
you
creeping
feel
in the
you
dark.
feel as if it's supernatural at times. You don't know, so it's
Yeah.
there's kind of
So it's
there's
kind of like
twists.
Don't Breathe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like how they have this first-person shooter camera angle that they're showing right there in the movie. I think that's cool.
Yeah,
I've never seen that in other.
Yeah, I've been wanting to see this.
It's shot awesome. It's cool, and it takes place in Detroit, and
Yeah.
it takes place in a house that's it's in the hood. It's on like the east side. It looks like, and it's in like a dilapidated part of Detroit, and it's an Airbnb. And this lady, she's renting out the Airbnb, and she goes to it, and there's a guy staying there already. And there's all this eerie, ominous feelings about this guy that's staying there, but she has nowhere else to go because there's some sort of convention in Detroit,
Okay.
and she can't get a hotel anywhere, so she ends up having to stay there with him.
Yeah,
the Skarsgård guy.
Yeah, and he ends up going missing, and she has to like find him, and within the house, she finds him within the house. There's a basement to the house, like a house within the house.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's really cool. Justin Long doesn't come in until the second act, and he's like a actor that's going through a Me Too.
Okay.
So he's from LA, and he owns the property in Detroit. So he has to liquidate all of his assets. So he goes to Detroit to see what's up with his house, and then he goes there, and there's stuff in there. And he's like, "What the hell is going on?" I don't want to give out too much because there's some twists and turns in the movie.
Right on.
But Justin Long's great in it.
Yeah.
And God, I mean, like I love him.
He's not in enough,
in
man.
Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah.
Dude,
He's so good. in
this
Jeepers
movie
Creepers.
has a Jeepers Creepers feel to it.
because of Justin Long.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like
Like he was in that Kevin Smith movie Tusk too.
Rachel said that was whack.
It's I don't know if it's like whack because like I guess like it is whack, but that's like what makes it. You know, it's like fucking weird.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard good things about it.
Yeah, I mean, I
Like,
enjoyed it. Like it's an enjoyable watch.
Remember
because
Ed?
it's fucking weird.
Remember Ed at Coney?
Yeah.
He liked Tusk.
Okay. Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
had weird horror. He liked all the weird horror shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. Like, you like all the bad stuff, too.
Yeah. No, Tusk is worth a watch.
Yeah, I want to see.
know.
I mean, Kevin Smith. I mean,
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
yeah.
Kevin Smith, a little bitch.
You don't like Kevin Smith?
He's a bitch, dude.
I don't know.
Like-
Is his politics
Yeah,
shitty?
yeah,
I like him when he's on shit. I don't
little
know.
puppet.
I can imagine. I mean, it sucks because he's like he's one of those stories you hear. You know, he maxed out credit cards and made it. And
Yeah.
Didn't
Didn't
it.
look back.
Yeah, and he didn't do it with like industry help.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I like his move. I like his old movies.
yeah,
You know, his new movies kind of suck a lot. Pretty bad.
I don't even know what his new movies.
His sequels and
Oh,
shit. You
yeah.
know, like he just came out with Clerks 3.
I mean,
You know,
Dogma.
I'm gonna watch it when I can, but I
Dogma's
mean, yeah,
great.
I mean, he's got
Yeah.
classic movies, bro. You know.
But this movie, Barbarian, I'd say check it out in theaters while it's in there, especially during the Halloween time.
So now check it out in theaters.
Yeah, check it out in theaters.
Okay.
Check it out for sure. Just go at a good time,
Yeah.
so it's not.
I'll
packed.
go out by my parents.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I actually doesn't
the
matter.
kids off.
It doesn't matter.
Drop the kids off.
It was what's it rated
7.6.
on IMDb?
Yeah.
It's a good rating.
That's a great rating.
It's a really good rating
yeah,
for horror.
It's good. It's not no woke shit in there.
Yeah.
No,
79 on
maybe,
Metacritic.
but not enough to.
Yeah, not enough to
No,
ruin
it's just a good movie. It's just a fun. Like Rachel and I left the theater and we were like, that was fun.
Mm.
Like that was the first time we felt fun after a movie in a long time.
it. Okay.
Like especially going to. I mean, the last movie I saw in theaters was The Northman, and that definitely wasn't fun.
Yeah, downer.
Yeah,
Kinda,
it's.
yeah.
I mean, it's dark.
Super
A
serious.
vibe.
Yeah.
It's got a vibe to it.
I felt as if.
Guy who made The Witch made it. Right?
Yeah, I'm sure I participated in some occult practice.
Yeah. Yeah. On that note, we finished Dahmer.
Dahmer. Okay, I watched a little bit more of it.
Yeah, it kind of opens up after like episode 3. You know, it kind of. I feel like after episode 3, I'm like, all right, I beat the brainwashing and the subliminal messaging being pumped at me through
Yeah.
those first 2 episodes. Like I beat it. I've overcome it.
Yeah.
I saw it. You know.
Didn't kill you. Didn't turn you into a psychopath.
Yeah. Because there's definitely something there. It really is. Those
Dude,
first
there
first
was
2
more
episodes.
people at work that seen it that were talking about it, and they were just like, young people,
Yeah.
20-year-old people. They're like, it's hard to watch.
Yeah, I'm getting that from the
Everyone
young
says
kids,
that.
young people at my work
Yeah.
too, and they're like, "Oh, it's so creepy." And I'm like, "Not really. It's you're black magic's being performed on you.
Right, exactly.
That's what's happening to you."
Yeah, because I'm like, it's not gory. It's not overly gory.
No.
It's not.
Just disturbing.
Yeah, it's just really uneasy feeling.
So that kind of eases up though after episode 3, and it starts diving more into like different aspects of around what's around him. Like it starts going into his like certain victims. It starts, there's a whole episode on like a victim, one of the victims.
I don't know if I got to. Is that 4th episode?
I don't know. No, I'm just saying. And then like it goes into his neighbor, which I'm pretty sure his neighbor in that movie, that's not like a real thing. I think I'm pretty sure that person lived across the street.
Okay.
The woman that like
yeah.
helped, that would always call the cops or whatever. So they took some liberty with that. But anyways, they go into like her, and then it goes into him going to prison and all that kind of shit. So it goes into court. But then it does take this turn in one of the episodes where it gets real fucking woke, right? They have to get really woke, and it's a weird way that they're getting woke with it. They go the black route. They go the black woke route when it's interesting, because it's like this guy was a gay man killing other gay men, like you would think they would kind of go with that more agenda, like or something. But anyways, they go the black woke route.
It's a hard thing to say.
What?
Black
Black woke.
route.
Yeah. And then they do the whole like. Okay.
All right.
You know, I hate when you do that.
Because I haven't seen it, so now you're gonna have to it's gonna fall on deaf ears.
Well, Jim hasn't seen this either. He just Jim. If you're not watching, you're listening. Jim just randomly gets up and walks out on us, doesn't he?
It happens. Sometimes I gotta do the same thing. But
You know?
yeah.
He's gonna go play his video game.
Apex.
Apex. I wonder if I should start talking about Pokemon right now.
Yeah, dude, you better get it out now while you still can.
You know.
Yeah.
I know way too much about that shit, bro. Way too much.
It's all good.
I want to wait till he comes back to talk about this. But you're not gonna check it out?
Nah, bro.
Oh, there he
Probably
is.
not.
He's back.
Probably not.
He's back. Oh, we paused. We took a.
He started talking about Pokemon.
So now that Jim's back. Yeah.
Did he get mad that I left?
He was like,
Yeah, I got mad you left
Yeah.
mid sentence. He's got up and walked out on me. No, so yeah, it gets like this. It goes this route with like, it starts attacking like the police. Like it's showing like that they're like, oh, the police. This happened because the police didn't believe this black woman. You know, like
I knew
they
that was
didn't-
coming.
And then they really focused in on like the like the two cops that brought that kid back to him that he ended up killing, the 14-year-old boy, and like how like they were like racist pieces of shit, But the thing is that they the way they make it is just like, oh, because these guys did it, all the cops are bad. All the cops in Milwaukee are bad. Jeffrey Dahmer did this because all the cops in Milwaukee are racist. It wasn't like, it's not like, oh, I'm sure like the cops in Milwaukee were helping people that night too.
Yeah.
Like nobody was being helped in Milwaukee by the police at all,
Yeah.
and they were helping Jeffrey Dahmer kill these people. And like if they really wanted to, they could have dove into those two cops and like done an episode on just those two cops and been like, look at these guys were pieces of shit.
Yes.
This is why they were pieces of shit. But no, they just kind of they put them with the whole
police
the whole
department.
police as a whole.
Yeah, somebody at work was like, "Yeah, did you get to the part where like the cops were in on it?" I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
Like the cops were in on it. Like that's a story of Dahmer that you've never heard before. Like,
Yeah.
that the cops were part of him, like killing black gay men.
Yeah, and there's a whole thing about like, there was kind of a thing where it's like, he's killing black, gay, or black, Latino, and like Asian gay men, and it's like,
Yeah.
why? Like why did he go and live in the ghetto?
Yeah.
And it's like, because it's easier. It's easier to do shady shit in the hood.
And he didn't have anything going for him.
And
he was an alcoholic, poor white guy.
Poor white guy
Yeah.
who liked black guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was his preferred flavor.
Yeah.
No pun intended,
Yeah. Right.
No fucking pun
man.
intended. But other than that though, it was good. I enjoyed it. We both we did like it.
That guy kills that role.
He kills it. I think I did. I think I got a good impression of him now
You can do him.
that I do too often. Yeah, because see, I like doing. I'm not when I do it though. I'm not doing an impression of Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm doing an impression of Evan Peters' interpretation of Jeffrey Dahmer, which I think is like a Fargo, like, oh, don't you know, mixed with Hunter S. Thompson.
It's exactly what it is.
Oh.
That's exactly what it is. I was like, this kid could do Hunter. That's all I kept thinking through the whole movie. I'm
Yeah,
like, he
he
could
could
do
do
S.
Hunter.
Thompson.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do a good thing here, man.
Yeah. Yep.
I made you a sandwich.
He's on it. And he sounds like Dahmer.
Why does everybody want to leave me? Just trying to do a good thing here, Dad.
Yep.
Yeah,
You've been working on that.
working on it.
Oh, shit.
Made you a sandwich.
And I've been watching like TikTok has been like blowing up with Dahmer shit, and so like has like a bunch of Dahmer interviews and shit from all the documentaries and
Yeah.
everything that you've seen.
Yeah.
And God, does the kid sound just like him? Like
Okay.
he nails him. I think he does a perfect. He looks like him.
Yeah.
He does a great job of him. What was that kid in?
I think
too?
he's got a little bit too much Hunter. in it.
It feels
But I
like
like
Hunter. It does feel.
I like it.
I know. I like it too.
It's like Dahmer doesn't have that much Hunter in him. He's got more of the what don't you know?
Yeah, the Midwestern. Is that
Yeah.
what that is?
I don't know what that is. Is that what we sound? We don't sound like that.
No, we don't. Do
That's
that.
like Minnesota, right?
Yeah, it's like UP, Minnesota,
North Dakota.
North Dakota. Yeah,
Up there. You know?
yeah, sure.
Oh yeah.
That's UP, I think.
Oh yeah.
Fargo, like where's that?
North Dakota.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's either North or South Dakota. I think it's North.
Yeah, we used to play Milwaukee, remember?
Yeah.
Good time, always a good time.
That was a great time. Racing.
Racine. But yeah, no, it was a good show. Like I'll never watch it again.
No.
I'll never watch it again, but
I can't imagine doing that opening episode again.
yeah, they definitely did it. They bring in Gacy for a second.
He's in the Illinois area, right?
You think so?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he was like Chicago.
But
Illinois.
he was getting put to death when Jeffrey Dahmer was in jail. So
Gacy was?
Yeah, because like it shows him seeing a Gacy interview about Gacy being saved because Jeffrey Dahmer was saved
By the Lord
by
Jesus
the Lord
Christ?
Jesus Christ. He was baptized before he was beat to death.
Oh, he was beat to death in jail?
He was beat to death in jail. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and I don't know how accurate it is of the person who beat him to death, but in the show, the guy that beat him to death was this dude that did it in the name of being a vessel of God, being a vessel of God, ridding the world of like
Pure evil.
and he did the act against Dahmer as a vessel of God, punishing evil. You know what I'm saying?
I can get on board with that.
I don't know
I
don't know
can
how
get on board
accurate
with
that is, you know. But at the same time, though, Jeffrey Dahmer, he was saved, bro. He got saved.
I mean,
and there's something different because okay, so like Gacy, like I hate to like compare like we us as a society we like to compare like serial killers as like they're a fucking like sports team. They're like athletes.
Yeah, which one was the better
one?
Yeah.
Who's more fucked up? Like this is better. But it is just what we do, right? And what we do as a species. We're curious because I know a lot of people are like, I don't understand why people like watching stuff like that, like or get so obsessed with serial killers. And it's like, well, because I think it's human nature, man. Like we're very curious about these beings that can do these things that we would never do.
Normal human
like
nature.
it's like we would never do that. I can never see myself doing that. So you're just automatically curious. But anyways, so like Gacy and like Dahmer were really different in the sense of like Dahmer, he like didn't like what he was. You know what I'm saying?
He felt,
he knew what he was different and wrong, and there's something wrong. And the reason you could tell is because there's a 9-year period between his first kill and his second kill.
Yes.
Okay, he goes 9 years without doing it again, right? And then it just kind of overcomes him. And when he was arrested, he wanted the death penalty.
Yeah, you ever seen like the court? Him in front of the judge being like, if I could give my life to bring them back, I would. Like, there's a sincere like.
Yeah, like he was like, you guys should be putting like, I need the chair, you know, like you guys need to give me the chair, and they're like, they didn't have the death penalty, right? And but so he like knew that, like he had that in him, like, oh shit, like I'm bad, like there's something wrong with me, I shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
We're like Gacy fucking like Gacy liked that shit, dude.
He was like
Gacy liked that shit. He liked being what he was.
Was that the recent thing about Gacy?
Yeah, it was a documentary.
Yeah.
And yeah, he fucking, and he became saved and everything, but his was like a mockery. Like he started like doing church shit, but he was mocking Christians.
Oh, okay.
Like I think he like flicked off everybody or some shit when he got put to death.
Oh, like he was like,
Yeah, or he
"Got
said
you
some
fools."
shit. His last words were some shit like "eat my ass" or some shit like that. I don't know. So he was fucked. But so that's why they brought him in. They show a kill of Gacy. They open up one of the episodes with
Oh, really?
Gacy, like killing a victim.
Yeah, he was a weird one too. He was like a contractor, right? Wasn't he like?
Yeah,
He was like like a mover shaker.
yeah. But he was fucked, man. I mean, he was like real fucked. I mean, that's another thing is Dahmer, like he did like fucked up shit, but he drugged the motherfuckers. Okay, like he drugged them before he did anything to them.
Like tried to make him feel less.
Yeah, he drugged them and then would drill into their heads and shit, so that he didn't want them to feel anything. Or he would drug them and then strangle them after they were like unconscious.
Yeah.
You know, we're like Gacy like tortured these people.
Yeah.
He would like sit on their chests and fucking drown them and then bring them back to life and drown them more and shit and stick shit up their ass. And
Yeah, he was wild.
he did like real sadistic shit. But yeah,
It's a nice lighthearted episode, guys.
it's October,
I don't know.
It's the spooky season, dog.
spooky season.
That's some spooky shit. Do they talk about more of his satanic?
They don't really get into that much.
'Cause you
they
know how
get
they-
into it a tiny bit with that. And I asked Melissa that. I was like, why aren't they talking about the Satanist shit that's popping up? Because so they show the book in the
Yeah.
first episode.
Yeah.
Then they show his grandma finds a small altar that he made. Okay. And then when he gets saved, he's talking to a priest about being saved. And he talks about how he was designing an altar for Satan. He wanted to design a big one with the body parts.
Oh.
Yikes.
With the bones.
With the
right?
bones and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Because he like bleached the bones.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He did like some real ass taxidermy shit
Yeah.
on the bones.
Yeah.
All happening in a little apartment.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't really dive into it, you know? And
Yeah,
it's-
like what got him into that shit? Where did he?
yeah, like why
like,
Satanism? and
Where was
shit?
his Satan? Like, where was his Satanist? like-
Mentor.
Yeah, mentor. Exactly.
Yeah.
Where was that?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Probably like a high level congressman or something.
Yeah. Well, he's probably
Well,
they're
Gacy was connected.
all MK Ultras, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what they all are. They're all covers.
Like, where is the
Like,
MK Ultra and
Did
Dahmer?
Dahmer even really kill all those people, or did some organization kill all those people and
And set 'em
needed
up.
a cover up?
Yeah.
You know.
They just found some patsy who was like extremely mentally ill
Yeah.
and like poor and had nothing going for them. And
MK altered them. You know, are any of these serial killers real? You know,
Yeah.
who knows?
I know. Because it's
Or are they just cover ups?
it all touches with that one that's
It used to be serial killers, now it's mass shooters.
yeah, exactly.
You know, it's just fear. They need fear.
What's
and
the
chaos.
one that teases to Ted Bundy? Or not
Son
Ted
of Sam?
Bundy. Son of Sam. Yeah.
Son of Sam.
Like that one's a wild
That connects to Manson. and shit.
Manson. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Manson's a known MK Ultra operative. I mean,
Yep.
they're
Exactly.
pulling him in and out of jail, releasing him from jail, and
Yeah. This.
I mean,
is,
even he was released from jail for the sex crime, right?
Yeah. They kind of pulled the whole. It's because he's white.
Oh,
thing.
did they?
Yeah. He got like probation or something. No, he got like a year. I think he got a year of jail for molesting a kid.
Oh, okay.
jeez.
But they play it off like, oh, it's because you're white, you know.
Oh, the
The
privilege.
kid was not. And it's like, maybe it's because that judge is a fucking part of some satanic fucking
Yeah.
organization,
Like,
bro.
yeah, use this
Like,
guy.
stop looking at race and start thinking about evilness.
Gave this guy a satanic Bible and told him what he needed to do, and I mean, I don't know.
Yikes.
They probably, I bet you, if we really dug deep, they probably did MK Ultra experiments on that year in jail. He was in jail on them, right?
Yeah.
Like Whitey Bulger. Remember we talked about him
yeah.
taking like 50 doses of LSD and shit. But yeah,
So it ends up being good. It wraps up good, or does the
yeah.
wokeness kill it?
Well, like no. I mean, the wokeness doesn't kill it. It's just it's there, and you're like, ugh, you're like, oh gosh, okay. I knew it was coming because it was Ryan Murphy. It's Ryan Murphy.
Well,
Ryan Murphy
yeah.
is like a little
They
fucking
teased-
woke bitch.
They teased through it the whole time. I'm like, oh, they're gonna do. I know what they're gonna do. They're
Yeah.
gonna say that
yeah,
the
Yeah.
cops don't care about the people of color neighborhood, and
yeah,
this is why the cops are responsible for these horrendous crimes. So it's putting all the blame on the cops for Jeffrey Dahmer satanic
Being a psychopath. Yeah.
yeah. Like
Satanic-
Jesse Jackson comes in it and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's still good. It slows down after the third episode. Like it slows down, and like I said, it kind of like opens up. It
Starts
widens.
telling a story more.
Yeah, it widens.
Yeah, because they blast you in the first 3 episodes with I'm like, where are they gonna go with this thing? Like,
Yeah.
because they show everything in the
Yeah.
first 3 episodes.
I thought they were just gonna show every victim or some shit.
Yeah,
and
I
I was
didn't
gonna be like,
know.
I don't know about
How many
that.
episodes
Yeah,
can I watch? Yeah.
That's,
13 or whatever. How many did he do over in that apartment? 17 or something like that.
7. No, I think he did around maybe. Yeah,
Is it
maybe
the
13.
13.
Because
17.
It was
he killed
17.
because he killed a bunch in his grandma's house.
Mm.
He started at his grandma's house.
With that, where they showed the first one, the guy who's working out with, that was his first victim, or that was at his parents' house.
That was his parents' house. That's
Yeah.
when he was 18.
Yeah. Okay.
He was still in high school or
Yeah,
just
yeah.
graduated high school when that happened. That was his first kill. But no, when he gets back into it, he starts. He kills one guy in a hotel, and then he starts killing people at his grandma's. Starts bringing
Okay.
people back to his grandma's, and his grandma kind of kicks him. He's a fuck up, man. He was like a fuck up,
Oh yeah,
huge fuck up.
for sure. He was a military guy too, right?
He got kicked out of the military.
Yeah, because he was MK Ultra. They put him.
Yeah, bro.
Perfect opportunity. They're like, we got this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Yep.
Jeez.
Like, here's this fucking loner.
Rachel might be in the shower. You could go see. Just be aware.
Just open the door real quick
Seven birds, one
and
stone.
say,
What did
It's
he
not
say?
password.
What did he say about 7 birds, 1 stone?
I don't know.
I started Game of Thrones,
Oh.
the
Yeah, the new.
new one.
Yeah.
It's good.
That's my Pokemon.
Yeah, for
Okay.
you, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, dude. And I talked to somebody else about it, and they're like, "Nah, I'm not gonna watch it." I'm like, "I know, I get it,
Yeah.
I get it." Like I was never gonna watch them either, but you gotta see them. There's something about them that's just, it's that lore, that like Nordic lore of kings and and the more like all these videos of Enzo sending me from like talking about like fucking Alexander the Great and stuff, and like
Yeah.
the history of the white man, practically what
Yeah.
it is. It's like, so that's like what this guy's into, like the guy who writes the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So it all kind of like really, and the new one's pretty good. It's not super woke. I mean,
No.
it's not as crazy as everyone was making it out
Well,
to
I
be.
think a lot of people are liking that more than they're liking Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings looks like trash.
Yeah,
That
dude.
looks like trash.
Yeah.
Amazon's about to eat a dick on that.
Yeah, dude.
They're
They're
gonna
almost
eat-
$1 billion.
I hope they
on that
do.
They're
shit.
gonna eat a dick.
I
on
really
that.
hope they do.
They are eating it.
I was talking about the new GOT though.
I haven't watched past the 3rd episode. I'm waiting on it.
It's
but
good though, right?
It's okay. I mean, I have been interested in it. It doesn't. I mean, I came across the whole part where I was like, okay, a couple of these characters don't really make sense to me, but I can understand with the way the political and cultural climate is why they have to put it in there, just like they put stuff in every movie now. But other than that, it seemed pretty legit so far.
Yeah, like all the character arcs are good. Like even the people or whatever. Like so, whatever. There's a black Targaryen or whatever. So
There's
that's a
that,
big-
and then like all there's this, everyone now there's dragons every fucking where, like like all these other people have dragons now. So there's a
Yeah.
couple things I'm like, this doesn't really
Is
make
it a
sense.
prequel?
yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's like a couple hundred years, I think 300 years before
Okay.
But definitely, Jake, I started watching Got with a friend recently. I would definitely recommend getting on that sometime soon if you're ever planning on doing it
Yeah.
before the next one.
Do you think you could watch the new one without watching?
Don't do it. I wouldn't, because even they refer to it in the beginning.
wouldn't do
They
that.
they refer to it. They refer to it. Remember? Did you see it?
Yeah.
He refers to A Song of Fire and Ice. A Song of Fire and Ice is the story of the first Game of Thrones.
Oh, that flew past me though. I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't
I know.
recognize that.
Do you know what I'm talking about? When he's like, "Oh, we pass this down. Each Targaryen passes this prophecy down, and the prophecy is called A Song of Fire and Ice, and it's the story of Game of Thrones."
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it though. I love that whole world now that like I was telling Jake like that we like we were talking about like Bach Saga and like all that Nordic like lore
Yeah.
and history of like the white.
You know that's
white
not true
people.
though, right?
What is not?
Game of Thrones.
No, this is a true story.
It's based on a true story, but
You like
they pull from those elements of that stuff.
Yeah, and it's making me think that I want to revisit the original Lord of the Rings
You should,
because
man.
I'm actually into this. So I'm like, oh, I should probably rewatch Lord of the Rings.
See, I kind of
Great
feel
story.
like I rewatched the Lord of the Rings and
Director's cut or original?
original.
Okay. Just wondering. The director's cut has like an extra hour, I think, in each one.
No, I was just like, man, like I feel like this should be like a series. Lord of the Rings should be a series because I feel like they're like 3-hour long movies, but by the time each one's done, I'm like, man, like I just feel like there should be so much more.
The books are great.
You know, to it.
Audible those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what we should be doing.
Books are great, man.
Yeah. I'm disappointed that Amazon's is garbage because like I was kind of excited for a Lord of the Rings
I mean, I don't know.
series. No,
I've
it's,
just
it's
heard
getting
it's
sh-
garbage.
it's
Is
getting
it getting shit on?
Oh,
yeah, I
it
mean,
looks like garbage.
I
too.
follow this pop culture podcast and they review every episode of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do like a 15-minute review on every episode.
And are they big Lord of the Rings fans?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Huge.
seems like every single successive episode also has been getting worse reviews.
it's just from these reviews I listen to, they're just like, oh, this, it's all women power, all these characters that fucking didn't do any of these things are all of a sudden doing these things.
See, Game of Thrones has a little bit the new what the hell is it called?
They follow
something of the dragon.
So there's a
House of
chart.
Dragon.
There's
Yeah,
a
House of
thing.
Dragon.
Let me find it real quick. But there's a like a test, right? That's done in like Hollywood now, and like with like movies and series, where it's like it's got to hit these certain.
Criteria
to get
Serious?
funding, I bet.
Well, hold on. Let me find out what it's called. It's called the something test, and like they break down like in these reviews. They're like, this is them passing the test.
The Bechdel test?
Yes.
Measure of misrepresentation of
Yes,
women
the
in film.
Bechdel test. So basically, click on that. So there's it has to feature no, just like Google it real quick. You can find like a search, like a chart. Now do images. It just breaks it down right there. Just click that one. So let's see. Well, okay.
All right.
Remember, Google never just lets you get the image.
Yeah, let's open image in new tab.
Can we zoom in on that shit?
Control Z.
Like one of your mains has to be a woman.
I just guessed right there.
Yeah, that wasn't the right one. Hold on.
Just find a different one then. It's basically like one of your mains has to be a woman, and they have to have a conversation with another woman, and they can't talk about men in that conversation.
Typical. Let's see if I can find a bigger image. Man,
It should just be somewhere where we could just. No.
are there at least two women? Do they talk to each other?
about something other than men. So are there at least go up? Just go up. That's it right there. That's the Bechdel test. Are there at least two women in your movie or show? Do they talk to each other at some point? And what they talk about something other than men? And that's the Bechdel test.
So
It
what are
has.
they saying that like who's putting this test, like producers
I don't know. Yeah, it's just like
Probably.
a
or the
thing.
industries?
It's just something. Yeah, like showrunners and shit. Or
36% of speaking characters are women. 28% of women wore sexually revealing clothes. Huh.
I don't know what this is about. But
Women get partially naked. Oh, yeah.
it's just so irritating. Can't we just watch an original? Like,
Yeah, this is why MCU is fucking doing garbage right now. Is because it's MCU right now,
Yeah.
and like that fucking that SheHulk show is like bombing.
Also getting
bro.
shit on, yeah.
Bombing. Like the ratings, I think it's at like look it up. Like look up where
On
She-Hulk,
Metacritic or
any. Just look up. Yeah, just type in SheHulk, and see what all the different.
Rotten Tomatoes 100%.
Let's see.
No,
2.1,
So that's
87% on Rotten Tomatoes. That's fucking bullshit.
See?
IMDb's got it at 4.9.
How
Yeah.
biased is Rotten Tomatoes, man?
I love that 4.9 on fucking IMDb though, which is weird because IMDb is like it's owned by Amazon, but it's like it can't, and it's been known to censor like,
Ratings.
majorly censor reviews, but so many people go there to review that it can't stop it, you know, like it's unable to stop it all.
It's not fucking
Like-
Rotten Tomatoes,
No.
which is just
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes is fucking trash.
I
But yeah,
usually use
it's getting
Metacritic.
shit on. It's getting shit on, and it's like, it's like all women writers and everything, and they made it like Ally McBeal, you know, fucking wine mom,
okay.
you know,
Yeah.
type writing and shit. And like from what I hear from like fans, because I never read She-Hulk or anything, but from what I hear, She-Hulk did very well with men when it came out in comic form. Like like over 90% of its readers were men, you know, because that's just how comics were. Majority of comic readers have always been men, right? Boys and men. Not to say that women don't like it, but just the majority. And you know, it was really well received by men when it came out because it had like this like Deadpool
Flavor.
ass, yeah,
Like
to it.
comedy.
Yeah, it was like breaking fourth wall,
Okay.
like, you know, like and people dug it
Just kind of
because
goofy,
it goofy, but like
still badass.
doing shit that's badass, and like I guess that they just don't represent that at all in the show. It's just all girl power, fucking. Let's, you know, they have a scene where she's twerking with Megan Thee Stallion,
Yeah, I just seen that.
you know, and it's like, who's your audience? Who's your fucking audience? Who are you appealing to?
It's like they don't care anymore.
Like, who are you appealing to? Like, my daughter? Are you appealing to my daughter? Like, this is who your strong female woman is doing, is fucking twerking?
Oh yeah, dude.
You know?
That's what they want. It's like, what was it? Lizzo was just at some
The
congressional.
VMAs. Oh.
So she was at some Congress thing.
Well, first she was at the VMAs talking about
Yeah,
how
yeah.
oppressed she is.
Yeah.
Oh my
How
gosh.
oppressed
She rolled up in a Bentley.
Yeah, you know, and she's
And-
holding a fucking award, and
Yeah.
then she's playing with James Madison's flute or some shit,
Yeah,
crystal,
what's up with
like,
that?
you know, $5,000 crystal flute in a fucking
The Library of Congress. That's where it was.
You know, like that's how oppressed she is.
Yeah.
She gets to play a former president's fucking crystal flute in a fucking outfit she shouldn't be wearing.
Yeah. It's fucking.
She's
nasty.
so oppressed she can't put the fork down.
That was Enzo.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, no, I feel him on that. You can't look like that and be called oppressed.
No.
No.
Go to someplace where people are starving. You'll see oppressed people.
I know. It's gross. But that's who they want the women role models to be.
I know.
You know.
It's kind of crazy to think about.
I mean, it's the whole idea of like WAP, like the wet ass pussy song. Like,
Yep.
all right, it's a hip hop song. I get it.
Mhm.
Like, the song bangs, whatever. It's got a cool beat, but should that be the one that's all over the radio that the kids are singing along to? No, that should be buried on your album, and that's like,
Yeah.
an explicit part of your record.
Yeah.
you know?
Hasn't Cardi B been kind of coming out with like, like, oh shit, like I'm like I need to repent type shit.
Really?
I think so.
Probably
Like on
after
some-
she already did,
on
I
some
think
the
a
Jesus
little
stuff?
bit. Yeah, I think she's kind of coming out being like, there's demons in me.
There's,
I'm not positive. But yeah, so yeah, like it's just this whole like woman like MCU thing.
Speaking of good women role model, did you see that Candace Owens was with Kanye West putting up? I don't know what it's about.
Yeah,
but
I don't know
there's-
what that's about.
I just
saw
seen a
that.
picture of him, and it's like Candace Owens and Kanye West at some sort of, maybe it's
Met Gala or something.
Yeah, not a Met Gala, but some fashion show maybe for Yeezy shit. But they're both wearing White Lives Matter shirts.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what psyop that is.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I like it, but
It's kind of like I'm not even gonna go there. I have no opinions.
you have opinions, just not allowed to talk about them on our
Yeah,
show.
that's what I mean. We're not allowed to, like, you can't say that, but they can say it, and it's okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't even advocate for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird messaging. I mean, like,
I
if
like
you
that.
look-
I like this caption. Kanye West faces backlash for wearing shirt with racist "White Lives Matter" slogan on
This
it.
is CBS News.
Like, that's racist. Why is that racist?
Yeah.
Like, why is it racist to say "White Lives Matter"?
I mean, that's exactly what the point that, I
You
mean,
know?
if they're trying to make that point, like, that's what they're saying is like, that shouldn't
lives
be racist.
Don't matter. Do white lives
That's racist.
not matter?
That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's racist.
Yeah.
That's being, but it is, is this a divide? For sure. Is this like a tool of division?
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, it's
And
just
I
like Dahmer, like, that Dahmer, like you got like the number one show playing right now, and what is it doing? It's bringing in division.
all cops are bad.
All cops are bad. White people
Yeah.
are bad.
Yeah.
Division. Hate each other. Fight each other.
That's the biggest psyop, is just the idea of like splitting all these people.
Yeah.
and-
Divide and conquer. Yeah.
it's the one. It's the one that they're the best at. It's the oldest trick in the book, right? I mean, actually, in the book of war, like,
Yep.
is to divide and conquer.
What is this thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you make them hate everyone. They hate each other, their own ethnic groups, instead of the person who's actually doing the dividing.
Yeah, critter. Oh,
I know they've been in here.
okay.
Hanging out.
I don't know what they are. They bite me.
That bite don't hurt that bad.
Yeah, we got them too.
Stink bugs, I
Critters.
think.
Yeah, it could be.
They're coming inside.
So while we're still talking about like all this bullshit coming out, woke shit's coming out. Did you guys hear about that gay movie?
I heard, yeah, it bombed.
That
And
Billy
they're blaming
Eichel
straight people.
movie?
Boys?
Do you know
or
who
something?
Billy
What's it
Bros?
called?
It's called Bros.
Yeah.
Okay, so Billy Eichel, do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's a street comedian.
Yeah, I mean
Doesn't
he
he
did the
do
voice
stuff?
of Timon in the live action. He was in
Billy Eichner.
Doesn't he do the funny street shit?
Yeah, he does funny
Yeah,
street shit.
Yeah, he's funny.
He's
in that
funny. Yeah,
stuff.
he's funny. He is a funny actor. He was in Parks and Recs
Yeah,
for a little
yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Anyways, so he made this movie Bros, and it's made by the people that did I think they did
It's a fucking banger. It's Judd Apatow, isn't it?
I think so, or
he's not
his company or
yeah,
something.
he's
They
involved.
did fucking Bridesmaids
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
those
that's
fucking
it.
movies.
Yeah,
Sarah
yeah.
Marshall.
Yeah.
I'm all about those movies.
Me
Like
too.
I love those movies. So he made this movie and it's been fucking bombing hardcore, and he's been coming out being like, oh, it's because
obviously. Yeah.
because it's a gay rom-com and it's homophobes and straight people
Don't want to go see it.
don't want to see it because they're homophobic, and that's why it's bombing, right? But let's watch the trailer of this movie real quick.
Okay.
I know
I'll do
I'm
it
sorry,
online.
listeners, but we gotta watch this trailer because it's important to
You
watch.
want me
the
to send it
trailer.
to you, Jim?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay. No, go to the YouTube. I don't want to watch this one. Go to YouTube.
I'll pull it.
He's
up.
pulling it up.
So, yeah, if
Because
this
it's gotta be the
is
right
trash
trailer.
for the listeners, for everyone who's audio only, I'll cut it out.
No, it's
too.
just called Bros.
right here.
I hope this is the right one. It's got to be the right
Hey
one.
guys, it's Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ plus museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week.
Okay, hold on. Let me just pull this up so everyone can see this too.
Yeah, if you want to follow along with us, you could see it on YouTube.
YouTube and Rumble. Rumble will let us play it, actually. Actually, YouTube's been better at that, too.
Yeah, because they don't fucking care about us.
No. All right.
But I think you could still get the effect. If you don't know what movie we're talking about, you haven't watched the trailer. I mean, just listening to this trailer, you'll understand.
All right.
Listen carefully.
Bobby Lieber coming to you from the future home of the LGBTQ plus museum. Everyone is really excited and totally getting along.
This happens to be Bisexual Awareness Week, and no one has acknowledged it.
Lesbian History Month was in March. Nobody said a goddamn thing.
Of course, lesbians get a month and we get a week.
So what's happening? Didn't you guys have an announcement?
This is a little unexpected, but we are in a throuple situation.
You're in a throuple? Let me tell you what's progressive now. Being alone. I love my life. I love my freedom. I love my independence.
That's kind of sad.
That I don't want to be in a throuple. I don't even want to be in a couple.
Bobby, I had sex with that 65-year-old.
Jesus, he's ripped.
I know, it's like they injected steroids into Dumbledore. Oh my God, that's Aaron. He's very hot.
Gay guys are so stupid.
I know. But we've been smart enough to brand ourselves as being smart.
It's our little secret.
You met a guy?
I don't think I'm his type. He's like gay Tom Brady. What are you into? One of these ripped idiots with no opinions?
No, I'd like someone who's physically very frail and won't stop talking.
And I bet he's as intimidated by you as you are by him.
I'm down for whatever.
Yeah, I can do whenever and I can do whatever.
Cool. Whatever, whenever. GIF of Michael Scott dancing.
Office GIF? This person isn't gay.
I need you to be honest with me.
You like these rowy, meathead idiots. Oh, they're fighting. You like that?
Hey.
I can be tough like your boys.
Like
oh, that's what you like, huh?
Hey, what's going on?
Oh, that's cool. Bye-bye.
Happy Pride.
Happy Pride!
Now I have to go to a pride party and you're both too old to be in the pool. Please leave.
People are threatening to boycott the museum.
You can't say Lincoln was gay.
If we don't do this, we're letting the heterosexual terrorists win.
There are trans terrorists too. Caitlyn Jenner.
You're so different from me.
You're very intense.
I like to keep things chill.
I can be chill.
Just like a manly man.
Sup?
Sup? I got you. Yeah.
You gonna need some help here.
Okay, I'm gonna need some help here, bro.
What is going on with you?
My whole life, I prided myself on being self-reliant, but this guy has gone into my head.
Maybe you're both bottoms and that's the problem.
Bottom dick.
Gay sex was more fun when straight people were uncomfortable with it.
That's like an 8-year-old saying "bottom dance."
Oh my God, do you guys remember straight people?
Yeah, they had a nice run.
Did you guys hear that? Run that last little thing back real quick.
Sex was more fun when straight people were uncomfortable with it.
Listen here, right here.
Oh my God, do you guys remember straight people?
Yeah, they had a nice run.
So, do you guys connect with that at all?
No.
You guys connect with that movie at all?
I didn't even watch the trailer. I had to look away the whole time.
Oh, God.
Okay, it's not gonna go that far. I'm just saying. I'm saying. I'm not gay. You know, I'm not gay, and if I was gay, my personality wouldn't be gay, right? Like I wouldn't be like, oh, like everything about me is about me being gay, right? That's not the kind of gay person I would be, right? So even if I was gay, I wouldn't connect with this because this is all about like everyone in this movie is just like, oh, your whole personality is your sexuality.
Yes.
You know, which
Which
like,
is essentially
I'm against that. I don't give a fuck what the sexuality is. Like if you're into like dominatrix and shit, and like
it's
all
like,
you talk about is being dominated and wearing fucking leather and shit, like I ain't gonna vibe with you. You know, like
yeah.
I don't care about your sexuality. But the thing about this is that they kept attacking straight people in this. Right? They kept attacking straight people. And then that very last sentence was, you know, do you guys remember straight people? Yeah, they had a good run. Right? So you say that, and then your movie bombs. Okay? And instead of just like just taking the L and being like, oh man, I don't know why, like it's a good movie, you guys should come out and see it. You come out and you attack straight people for not seeing your gay movie. All right, that they just don't connect with.
Well, they made it gay instead of making it funny.
Exactly.
Funny,
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. It's
That's
all
where they fucked up.
They make it all about being gay instead of making it fucking funny.
Yeah.
Because I had like when the trailer first started, I was like, I could watch this.
Absolutely.
You know, it's made by all these other people. I like these movies. I don't give a fuck that it's a gay character.
No.
You know, but then it was just all like, you gotta be gay to understand.
Yeah.
You gotta be gay to understand this comedy. It was when he the part in the trailer where he sends him the Office gif, you know, and I was like, oh, that's funny. But then he goes, Office gif. This guy isn't gay.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, what do you mean by that? Like, why is him sending you that gif make him not gay?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't get it. Yeah.
what is the characteristics to be gay? You know, but then so it's just like it's just funny that they said that line, and the reason it's bombing is because straight people aren't coming to see it. So yeah, I think you remember straight people.
Yeah.
Because you needed them to come see your fucking movie.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't have made it.
And then you shouldn't have attacked them.
Yeah, you shouldn't have made it a baseline like this is for this sexuality only.
Yeah.
Like that's stupid. Make it funny. It's a rom.
Make
it's a
it
rom-com.
fucking
rom-com.
funny.
It's kind of like when they made that Christmas movie with, you know, that animated Christmas movie that came out. It was like I forget what's her name.
Oh yeah.
Sarah
It
Silverman,
bombed
and then it
hard.
bombed hard, and
Yeah.
then the response was like, oh, it's because all these people.
anti-Semitic,
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's kind of that same kind of thing where it's like,
No, you made fun of a whole
like
a whole population of people.
Why would anyone want to watch that if that's, I don't know.
Unless it's funny.
And he's coming out hard. He's like attacking that guy, Billy Eichel, or whatever his name is. He's like attacking straight people like hard, like on Twitter and shit, being like, you're all homophobes and.
Yeah, and that's stupid because it's like,
That
why?
moved
How are you
me.
gonna? And like, especially somebody who's like, I like this guy. I think this guy's funny.
Mhm.
I think this guy has put
Yeah.
out good work. I like watching his street. He's fucking hilarious when he does that run up street comedy shit. Like he's also like real dismissive. Like
Yeah.
fuck you, bitch. Like like you don't
Yeah.
know who I am or whatever. Like he's now it's like it puts such a shitty taste in your mouth that you like think, oh, all straight people are homophobic because your movie sucked.
Yeah.
No, your movie sucked.
Yeah,
Like,
your
that's-
movie sucked
that's
because
what's-
you
yeah.
made it about a sexuality
Instead of about just
instead
humanity.
about life. Yeah. You know, about a real ass fucking life.
Yeah.
You didn't make it relatable to
Like,
everybody.
hey, people went out and fucking saw Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
And that shit
won
rocked.
awards, didn't it?
Won awards.
Won
and-
awards. Had some pretty intense gay
Yeah.
sex in it, you know.
Yeah. And
Made
it's-
a lot of straight people uncomfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Still gonna say a good ass fucking movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. That's it. I mean, the art was the art. You know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't just gay. It wasn't that. It didn't have that feeling. It was a movie that had big thoughts. And
yeah.
Not that the rom com has to have those dramatic feelings and all that shit.
No.
But it's got to be funny.
It's gotta be funny.
And that trailer's dead. Like through that.
Well, it's got to be
trailer-
funny, and what makes it funny is that it's got to be relatable.
Sure,
it's got to be relatable, and this
Even
nothing.
the jokes weren't
I didn't
funny,
feel
though.
related.
Yeah.
I didn't relate to anything in there because, not because I'm not gay, but because I'm not a caricature.
Mhm.
That's it.
There it
There it
is.
is, yeah.
Of being gay.
I'll edit that.
You know, okay. No, you don't have to.
Are you supposed to laugh at the bottom, like
Do you
the
know what
bottom
I'm,
day?
Do you know what I'm
thing?
saying
Like,
though about that? Like, it's not. I don't not relate to it because I'm not gay, but it's because I'm not a cartoon version of what gay is.
Yeah, or you don't identify with a cartoon version of what gay is, because I think
Yeah.
that's almost diminishing to like their sexuality. I think it's kind of you're like making fun of it, but like not right. It's just not a right way to look at it. Like they're just people. Like they're whatever. Like
Yes, yeah.
they're just people. Like,
Yeah.
have them do funny shit, and I'll laugh at it. That's how it works in a comedy movie or a comedy setting. Like it's like if a stand-up comedian was gay and their whole act was I'm gay, you're not, and it's like it's not going to relate to you.
Yeah.
Like it's just not.
It's like what? So you're gay so that means like you don't have
Anything
any
else
real
to
life
talk about?
fucking world.
Yeah.
Like so that's what this movie, that trailer made me think of, is like, oh, is this what gay people do? That gay people just get together and just talk about being gay? That's all they do.
And that's not true, because I mean,
and it's not true, but that's what that's what that trailer makes me think.
Yeah.
Makes me think, okay, this is what gay people do? They just get together and talk about being gay?
Yeah.
That sounds
and
boring.
aspects of being gay, and they just everyone in conversation is just
you don't, because you don't describe your sexuality like that.
Yeah. No,
You just
it's
don't.
not like we get together like
talk about being straight all the
like,
time.
oh yeah, man, we're so straight. We're so straight. You know,
Yeah.
someone might be like, oh, well, you guys get together and talk about like, you know, having sex with women and banging girls and stuff, and it's like, okay,
but
not in front of kids, like nothing.
No, no, but I'm saying even if they did that, if they had a scene, if their scene was them, some gay guys in a room and they're telling funny stories about some sex experience, some sexual experiences or something like that, without it being like, oh my God, we're so gay.
Yeah. It's like
that'd be relatable.
Why are you hamming it up so much? Like it's a bad movie. It just looks like it's a bad movie. It doesn't have any pops. It doesn't look. The trailer didn't make you laugh. The trailer's just like, man, this is cringe.
There wasn't even one joke in there that I thought was funny.
Because I'm uncomfortable with gay people. And one of my best friends is gay. It's like that doesn't matter. Like, and like when you're with normal people, you don't react off of your sexuality with each other like that.
Yeah.
You don't.
Yeah.
You just don't. Like,
No.
and like that's where
There was one part that made me laugh.
in the trailer.
Yeah. There's one part that made me laugh.
What part?
It was the part where they start fighting in the park.
And the guy's like,
and
oh.
the football guys come over and they're like, are you guys all right? And they start making out.
That's
funny.
Yes.
That's funny.
And that's what the movie, that's like where it could have went. And it's like, if it was funny and that was the thing, it's cool. That's rad. It sounds like the movie sucks. So the movie sucks. The movie doesn't suck.
Well, I don't know if
because
I don't know if it sucks. We don't. I don't think a lot of people don't know if it sucks, because it might not suck. It might be funny. But the problem is that your trailer sucks.
Yeah, facts.
Your trailer
The
sucks.
jokes in the trailer weren't that funny.
because your trailer makes me say, all right, this movie isn't for me.
Yeah.
This movie was not made for me. Like it's not that like, oh, like I don't want to watch this. But it feels like they don't want me to watch this.
Yeah. Sounds like they want you eliminated.
Yeah,
They want me dead, bro.
Yeah,
They want me fucking dead.
Eliminated.
Eliminated.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Want me fucking dead.
Man.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. It was.
And I was kind of stoked, and I was initially stoked to hear about it, especially with like the credits of Forgetting Sarah Marshall and all the people connected to it. I was like, oh, this is gonna be funny, and it's like, and then I started getting a little cringy when everyone was like, oh, like it was just like everyone was like focusing on the gay thing. It's like, just let that be it. Like, don't like be like, oh, it's amazing that there's finally a gay romantic comedy. It's like, okay, just make a gay romantic comedy. Don't blow that up.
Yeah.
Like, just don't. Just make it and make it good, and then
Be done with it.
yeah, for sure, and let people go see it. Let people, I don't know. It's just, I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with either the editing of that
It's too gay.
or whatever.
It's
Sure.
too gay. It's too gay.
And it's, I mean, obviously showing. What did it do box office? Not shit.
Let's see.
Didn't do shit.
Like, and what I mean by it's too gay is like it's too gay for what they for what they're expecting, like box office wise. You know what I'm saying? Like
4.8 million.
What?
4.8 million the first weekend.
Oh yeah. Ain't good.
No, because I mean,
Because a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I like this guy. Let's see what this movie's about." And they saw that trailer and they go, "Okay, I'm not allowed to, I don't think I'm allowed to see this.
Yeah.
Because they, at the end of the trailer, they tell me I don't matter anymore because I'm straight.
6 reasons why. Click that real quick. Comedies that have struggled for years.
Lacked bankable movie stars.
Why?
I don't know.
Who's
marketing and publicity sold importance over entertainment. They're gonna miss. It should open in August. That's why
they mentioned a movie. They mentioned a movie. Birdcage. The Birdcage.
The Birdcage. Great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. I love
movie.
The Birdcage. The Birdcage is funny as fuck.
Yeah.
It's a very original movie.
With Nathan Lane and Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's a romantic comedy?
I think so. Yeah, it's a rom-com.
So yeah, like what are we doing? Pretending that these are the
Well, they're
first,
saying
like,
it's all the whole cast is gay.
LGBTQIA plus.
Oh, the whole cast.
Well, bro, you got that down, Enzo.
I'm just waiting for them to add another letter.
LGBTQ plus. Q plus. Q
Yeah.
plus. Q.
No, this is another one right here. The fucking
That
woman,
bombed as
the
well.
Woman King.
The Woman King.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is. I seen it.
So people have been just dunking. People were dunking that just right off the rip because, the trailer's like it's about the Homie tribe of Africa, the Homie kingdom of Africa, and like this is about their women warriors, right? And they fought against the French, right? And it's portraying how like the women warriors were so awesome and everything like that. And I haven't seen the movie, but I guess the Dahomey got fucking slaughtered. Like they got fucking slaughtered. Like only like 6 Frenchmen died in these battles, and like fucking like 300 of them died in like fucking 6 hours or some shit like that.
So they just,
but here's the
rewrote
kicker.
history.
But here's the kicker though. Here's the kicker is that the Dahomey kingdom was fucking like one of the most profiting
Selling
kingdoms
slaves.
for by selling slaves, and like the British like basically came over and like told them like, hey, you gotta like
cool it.
You gotta stop selling slaves because we ain't about that shit no more. And they were like, fuck you, we're gonna keep doing it.
Okay.
It's the best part.
That's funny. But they don't portray that in this at all.
I don't know.
No.
I don't think that.
Why
I think
would
they talk about it a little bit, but yeah, I think it's white man bad type
Okay.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can't be 100% certain. I
So it's like
haven't seen it, so.
it's like so the moral of the story is like the pandering is the shit.
Just gotta stop.
It's gotta stop.
Yeah.
It's
Gotta
ruining
stop,
the arts.
man.
It's really ruining the arts. Like
But there's so many people out there that are just eating it up,
Dude.
though. That's the problem, and they're just like they're looking at these large groups of people that are eating it up and being like, yeah, okay, they like it, instead of looking at like a whole population
yeah,
and saying what is a whole population saying.
yeah, enough. Enough. Like, it's like the Birdcage, man. It's like no one gave a fuck that the Birdcage was gay or straight. The Birdcage was funny.
Yeah,
Like there wasn't a huge marketing push behind the fact that the Birdcage was gay.
yeah. And I mean,
That's
that came out.
weird.
When did that come out? That came out like fucking
95,
97 or some shit, 98. So I mean, we were young when that came out.
1996.
1996. I was young when that came out. Not once. I remember when I was young, and I don't ever remember being like, "Oh, I'm not gonna watch this because it's gay."
No, absolutely.
I remember being like, "Fucking Robin Williams is in it."
Yeah.
The guy that does Puma
Yeah.
or Timon.
Probably hilarious.
I'm gonna watch that shit.
Just destroying the arts, like you said. It's really sad to watch, to be honest.
And now this movie would get shit because Robin Williams isn't gay, and playing a gay man.
Yeah.
What's
what
that?
they would say.
What doesn't matter?
He was in
That's what
Hollywood.
they would say, because that's a bullshit statement going around thing happening too in Hollywood. Is like people getting mad about not gay people playing gay people, and like not people
Disabled,
people who are disabled playing
Yeah, like would what's eating Gilbert Grape? Like, would that be? Like,
oh
he's
yeah,
he wouldn't
be
be
canceled.
right?
And it's
Canceled,
like, what are
yeah.
you guys doing? Like, who are these? Like, and there's like actors coming out like talking about this, and it's like, dude, you need to be quiet because this is your profession. All right. So basically, what you're saying is that you can only be limited to the roles of the people that you represent. So you, if you're kind of fat, guess what? You can only play kind of fat people, or like or people that are your nationality.
It's segregated.
You can only play your nationality, and
it's segregating of the arts.
If you have some type of mental illness, you're not allowed to play someone that doesn't have that mental illness.
Yes.
Then
Yes, exactly.
It's like you're limiting yourself.
Yeah. It's actually more like. It's more bigoted.
It's division.
Yeah.
It's all division.
Yeah.
It's segregation, like you said, man. That's what thing trying to do. We're bringing back segregation, and it's all these fucking liberals, mainly white liberals, that are championing for it. And it's like, you guys are racist.
Yes.
You're fucking racist.
And you don't even know it. It's because they changed that word. They changed
assholes.
They changed the definition of it.
Stop being fucking racist. What
I
else
do.
do I
Is the Kia commercial? Is this kind of science?
Good segue.
Or does this segue into Secret Hideout science?
Whatever you guys want to do.
I just want to show you this.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll hit you with the. We'll do this as a little pop culture. The good
Want
thing
me to
about
share it with you or airdrop it?
Yeah. The good thing about that button is the random shit works for everything.
Okay. Boop, boop, boop. I love how they just have to put the context underneath. It's just like you can't even think.
What are we doing here? Explain to me.
So I was
happening?
watching TV and I seen this commercial. And
okay,
this is like a shitty quality version of it.
What is this commercial?
This is a Kia commercial for just a Kia commercial.
Some car.
Yeah, this is a really shitty quality, but I guess we're gonna have to deal with it. Just watch till the end. Audio's not important.
Well, we gotta explain. Oh, okay. So they're painting the sky.
I think we went too high.
Okay, so it's a
like
couple in a car, and they're driving over this terrain and driving like up a mountain, and they get to the top of the mountain, and there's two guys on a scaffold. Okay, there's two guys on a scaffold, and they're painting the clouds onto the ceiling, and they're like, I think we went too high. Interesting, yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
I just love how they have to put the context though.
Well, so it's like, would they put that context on
the original?
Yeah, they wouldn't, right?
Let's see.
So it's the fact that. So this was the video we played was Kia Flat Earth Dome commercial, which was like a pull from somebody's TikTok. But I just seen this on. I was watching football. You know what I mean? And
there it is.
Oh, they didn't have it. Yeah, they don't have it.
Now go to the. I want to see the. I want to see the comments. Let's see. Definitely looks at show play factors.
Showing the firmament, working on Earth's dome. Painting the firmament, the dome, Truman Show. Wow, another interracial commercial.
It's all the rage.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. So yeah, it's getting called out. People are on it.
what is that called though? It's like the disclosure or whatever. They have to, they show you.
Yeah, they have to tell you.
Yeah.
It's like karmic or something.
Yeah. But who directed that commercial? Like, I want to know, like, where, like, who was like,
we're
gonna put a ceiling on.
You could probably find it. Go to like info. Is there info down at all? Or go down. Show more. Advertise Kia. Maybe you can.
I'm gonna Google like this commercial and just see.
Well, TV. Okay, so do Kia Telluride a new elevation commercial info. Director.
This one?
No.
Yeah, it's director Philippe Andre.
Well,
now,
who is he?
Now look him up.
I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, we just wanted to know his name, Enzo.
No, I was just. I mean, I wanted to see like,
David and Goliath.
I wanted to make sure this.
I want to see his. I want to see his early life. Comment or section.
I just thought, isn't that crazy though? That I was like, I mean, obviously, I mean, everyone.
There's not a wiki. You got a wiki on him. Type in wiki. Right there. Boom. Okay. Early life.
They don't have it. Well, it says he died in earlier.
That's
this
not
isn't
him.
him. No.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Keep going down. You might have been there. I think sometimes you're new at this. Let's see.
I don't think we're gonna find a wiki on him. I can go back to the IMDb though. There might have it on there.
Yeah. That's Felipe Andre.
He did Gravity.
He didn't do Gravity.
I saw something about that. I was not gonna say he's a flat earther. Tell you that much.
No, I want to see who his parents are.
Oh yeah.
Does he have an official site?
See, I want to see what else he's directed too.
Okay.
It says he's doing the David and Goliath movie.
Like some of my friend shit or something. Okay.
It's interesting though.
He's doing a David and Goliath.
I don't know. I could be wrong. There's a bunch of stuff on that screen. I'm just reading off. But yeah, I was like, hold on. Am I psyoped in to think that like they just showed the firmament on a fucking NFL commercial?
Yeah.
Or like what? Like, you know, like.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. There's a lot of commercials that have flat Earth stuff in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go back to pop culture real quick. I just want to get something out of the way.
Pop it, baby.
Then I got some good random stuff. So I started watching the second season of Mighty Ducks.
Hold on, the new one?
Yeah.
On Disney Plus?
Yeah, it just came out last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So one episode's out right now. Tomorrow.
So were you part of the pod when we were doing? We did probably like 4 weeks on the Mighty Ducks.
No, I wasn't.
Disney Plus series.
Yeah. Yeah. So
is it good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, again, we talked about it. It's okay. So it's like Hayden came in and started watching it with me, right? And she watched some of the first season with me. But now she's like a little bit older now. More into like movies and shows now. So she's like watching it. And she's like, "Did we watch this? Did we watch the first season of this?" And I was like, "Yeah, you kind of did." And I was like, "You want to rewatch it?" And she's like, "Yeah, let's rewatch it." And I was like, "Well, wait a minute. You've never seen the movies, you know?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "Okay, so we got to watch the movies, you know?" And that's what we did. We watched 1 and 2. But back to the show though. It's a good show for, I don't know, like 11-year-olds.
Okay.
You know,
As
like
Disney
it's like
programming should
like
be.
I would enjoy like I'm enjoying it just as like a fan of being Mighty Ducks and being a part of my childhood. I mean, but it's Disney. It's like Disney teen, corny.
Yeah.
It is corny and stuff,
Well,
but it's
Mighty Ducks is corny.
but it's done good. Like it's done
Yeah.
good. Like if I was like fucking 10 or 11 years old, like I'd be like, "Oh, this show is really good." And I think Hayden's likes it, she likes it a lot. And she wants to watch it. But so I showed her the Mighty Ducks 1 and 2 for the first time. And dude, okay, so I got I kept getting like emotional like in like watching part 1. It was like just the vibe, like the clothes they were wearing and like the 90s,
The nostalgia.
the 90s environment that they were in. I was just like, holy shit, like this was my childhood. Like, you know, like life, I kept thinking life was just better.
Because it was.
In the 90s, like that they were all dressed cooler and fucking like the way, I don't know, just things about it, like how things were done, like how he went to, like, you know, the simple thing of like he had to talk to Charlie, so he went to their door and knocked on it, you know, like that doesn't happen
Instead of texting him
anymore,
or
you
something.
know, like just a shit like that, like malls, like the fact that they're going through the mall and like the mall was popping.
Yeah, now you go to Lakeside and people are like panhandling.
You don't go to a mall anymore. Like it was just like, oh man, like I know I'm old, but fuck, it was just good. It was good back then, and so that's how I kept feeling watching it. And then with D2 is like,
what the kids think?
Hayden liked it. Yeah, she liked it.
Slippery slope. She might get into hockey.
Yeah, too bad I can't afford it.
You're gonna tell her what did you say? Like,
it's not even
cost $1 billion. It's only for the elites.
Can't afford it. It's too much. It's expensive and too much. Practices and games and drive your ass around.
Uncle Jim, Dad said that hockey's for the Satanist elites.
Yeah. So we watched D2. Really cracks me up. D2 is real ridiculous.
Oh, it's wild.
It's so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Third one is too. Third one's ridiculous.
I don't remember the third one.
Third one's
bro.
good
in
though,
high
too.
school.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really ridiculous though.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all. But no, there's like, okay, so one thing I always hated about D2 was Julie the cat.
How come?
She's the best.
Because she's not in it, bro.
Yeah, she's like
she's
one
not
scene
fucking
and she's
in
a
it,
badass
man.
goalie.
I always hated that so much because they introduce her. They introduce her and we see her being a goalie saving shots when they introduce her. And you're like, oh, fuck,
she's
yeah,
badass.
she's going to be dope, dude, right? And then
Goldberg
she
plays
complains. She comes and complains to Gordon Bombay about not getting ice time. And he's like, you'll get your time to shine, you know? And so then he finally puts her in halfway through a game, okay? She gets in, she walks on the ice, or she skates on the ice, gets to her net, and she has her helmet off, and she's hitting the water bottle. Two of the Icelander guys come up and say something to her. She turns around, and she fucking punches them both in, like, the dick, all right? And immediately gets kicked off the ice, okay? So then the only other time we see her in action other than her intro is for the fucking shootout against the Triple Deke, right? It's for the Triple Deke. And the guy does a Triple Deke and it makes no sense. The Triple Deke makes no sense. He starts, he's just him stick handling, okay? He stick handles and it's like one. Go ahead.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. Snapshot. Bingo.
Yeah. He does it one. He goes to the right, far, one, stick handles to the left, two, stick handles to the right again, three, right. And this is all before he gets to like the blue line.
Yeah, it's like way from the net.
So he's deking before he gets to the blue line, but then he stops after the third deke. He stops. He comes to a complete stop at the top of like the circle, all right, and takes a slap shot. What was he deking?
Does he fucking get her?
And they don't
No,
even.
she gloves it.
She gloves it,
okay.
but they don't even show it.
No,
like it shows her drop.
Oh yeah. I remember.
And then she throws the puck out.
Yeah.
And it just always pissed me off because I just wanted to see her being dirty with it, you know?
Yeah, she was nasty. Well, they show her in the scene like she's actually a goalie.
Yeah, she's a dope ass goalie.
Kind of bad.
Yeah, see what she's up to. I always had a crush on her.
Yeah, for sure.
She's older than me. I can say that shit. What?
No, you can.
I can.
I just said
I had a crush
What
on
do you
her when I
mean?
was fucking like 10.
Yeah.
Mighty Ducks 2, D3, Men in Black 2.
She was in Men in Black 2?
She was in Rookie of the Year too.
Mm-hmm.
She stopped acting. Oh no, she's still.
She was a prostitute in The Living Wake, in case you guys want to check that one out, since you guys are into her.
Wait, go up. We want to see what she's looking like. Yeah, it's Julia Cat.
She even looks 90s still. Something about that. Speaking of this, though,
Oh, there you go. Snapshot. Bingo. Right in the back of the net. Number 17 really peeved off, wasn't he?
Did you guys see the preseason games at all?
Yeah, I watched a few.
I watched the recaps. I always
Okay.
watch that guy who does awesome recaps. I forgot what his.
Yeah.
It's like Antwood or something. I can't remember his YouTube channel, but he does the best recaps. They're like 16 minutes sometimes, 12 minutes.
All right.
And I watched the Blackhawks first game, and boy, those boys look good.
Yeah,
I think they look good.
Yeah, they're
I don't
looking
know what
alright.
the record is. I don't know what.
I think they won a couple, lost a few.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know they just lost to the Penguins.
Yeah.
And they lost one to the Blackhawks.
They lost one of the Capitals.
Weren't they dominating the Penguins though for a second?
They almost came back.
Yeah.
No, the Penguins were dominating, and
okay.
they almost came back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it.
I think those dude, that Lucas Raymond looked excellent in that first game. That's the one I have in my mind right now, the Blackhawks game.
Okay.
The puck movement that they were doing it looked like trickery.
Oh, look at that. And so
What's going on? Is this Yogo?
I don't have an opinion. I don't have an opinion.
What's going on here?
I don't have an opinion.
What's going on? I'm getting anxiety and shit now.
Yeah.
What was that?
It was.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You guys got scared for a second.
I don't know.
6-2. Oh, they lost the Blackhawks one.
Yeah. Well, they played them
No,
twice.
They played them twice.
Ah, okay.
So Blackhawks beat them
I think they only won one game.
3-0.
No, they won twice.
They won twice.
Because they
What's their record then?
2-3.
2-3.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. In that Blackhawks game, I saw a elite hockey team. So
Yeah, they got a lot of cool people. I'm wondering they don't have the A's. Why won't they give Bertuzzi that A, bro?
What,
He's not vaccinated.
Does nobody have Does nobody have an A?
Oh, and that's another thing. They switched the sides of the A and the C.
Really?
Yeah,
Does it look weird?
it does look weird because they're doing it for possible advertisement.
Oh yeah. They're
So
about
it's
to do that.
yeah. If they start looking like European players, bro, I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out.
I mean, they got it.
I think that looks like
hockey doesn't have a
garbage.
market. That's just the thing. They don't. There's not a market.
Yeah,
They need to pay for it.
they need to bring back fighting.
They do. They definitely gotta make the game a little bit more, or at least aggressive.
They gotta like introduce like MMA into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there needs to be like instead of like hockey fights, is these like MMA.
I think we've showed that on here before. It was like the
hockey fight.
The hockey fights. It's like in a ring
Yeah.
where you're on ice, and it's actually like a fighting sport.
Yeah. But yeah, they got that Edmondson
I would
guy
rip at
out. They're
I
thinking
would.
about. I think Mickey was saying that they're talking about making that Sherratt guy, that
Ben Sherratt.
Ben Sherratt, that defense guy, that new guy.
An A.
He's not new to the league, but he's new to the Wings.
Where is he from?
They're thinking about maybe making him an A.
Oh yeah, the guy from Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like big and
Yeah.
aggressive.
He's playing on line with Cider.
Dude, that kid's so good too, man.
So good.
And Lucas Raymond, man. Lucas Raymond, like
Yeah.
I mean, both the
We're gonna see. I mean, it's
Yeah.
that what is it called? What would it be a sophomore?
It's a sophomore slump year, if potentially.
Well, they say because now I'm
There's
not
players
worried.
in the league
I'm
that
not
used
worried
to it.
about this with Cider
No.
because Cider just his confidence and the way he carried himself that first season, like dude is just cocky and like like that's just him. He's solid. He's only gonna get better. But with with every rookie, there's always that, and it happened to Larkin. There's that potential of like you do really good your rookie year because you're unknown. Nobody knows your moves and shit.
Yeah.
And now everybody knows to be on you.
Watch
and
your
they're
footage
studying
and
you
your
and shit, and
So like Lucas Raymond
to be
could fall into that
could be
trap.
fall into a slump. But a good rookie, a good new player will. You got to keep changing things up.
Well, and Snyder's the defenseman, so he's not expected to like produce like Raymond's supposed to produce.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Snyder could just be a fucking dominant force on the ice and not put up 50 points or whatever.
But I mean, just the fact that
He will,
Snyder
though.
comes out his rookie year and he's slapping around veterans.
Oh yeah.
There's no N in his last name, guys.
Cider?
Cider.
Did I say Snyder?
You guys both have said Snyder the last
Okay.
like 3 times.
I'm thinking of Zack Snyder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cider. How do you say it?
Hey Enzo.
I don't know how you
Hey,
say it the real way, but
hey,
I
Enzo,
just
this
know
is
it's
our show. We'll say what the fuck we want.
Seider.
You understand me?
Hey, I'm just making sure you guys know in
Alright.
case they're watching.
Why don't you fucking look up something real quick?
Just making sure you guys know. I don't want you guys to sound like you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, there you go. Snapshot.
All right, let's get on some random shit.
All right.
So apparently, there's an anti-Masonic party that existed.
Masonic party? Anti-Mason movement?
Yep. Well, I just said anti-Masonic party.
Mm-hmm.
You were just at it.
I know. I'm gonna try and find something else besides Wikipedia.
No, go to the Wikipedia. I want to see what Wiki says about it.
Oh, okay.
It formed after emerging as a political force in the late 1820s.
Strongly opposed Freemasonry.
They joined the Whig Party in the 1830s, and then the party disappeared because they all got killed.
Probably, yeah.
They all got killed. I think that's what happened. Honestly, I think like they all got fucking murked out or some shit.
They wouldn't say it in here.
Palmer won the election.
Isn't it funny that they're labeled right wing to far right?
Yeah. Right. Joined the Whig Party, opposed policies of President Jackson. Yeah, so I just think that's kind of interesting. We're talking about the anti-Masonic party that existed in the 1830s. It was an actual party
Against the
and a couple of them won some seats somewhere.
What was the name of the party?
Anti-Masonic party?
Oh,
Anti-Masonic party, and then they disappeared. They started roughly gaining track around 1830, disappeared in 1838. They all got killed. No, a lot of them joined this other party called like the Whig Party.
The Whigs, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about this shit yet. So, but it's labeled as a far right political position. So
it's labeled as a far right political position.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And there was a strong fear that the Freemason Society was hostile to Christianity.
Well,
interesting.
Very interesting, huh?
So who are some of the players in it?
So I think some people got. I think that Whig guy was like a big.
William Wirt.
William Wirt he's a predominant historical name.
Millard Fillmore.
Wasn't he the president? Okay, so the convention chose former Attorney General William Wirt as the party's standard bearer, and he won 7.8% of the popular vote and carried Vermont. Does that mean he won? Did he win for Vermont?
Where'd you see this on TikTok?
Yep.
18. How long was the party around?
I don't know.
For?
I didn't. I just saw it, and I just figured I'd put it out there to us and the listeners for something to dig into.
Yeah, that's wild. So they have him labeled as a far right.
Yeah, if you go down, Enzo, and
it's right here.
Show Jim. He can't see that. It'll go up on the screen.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Right wing to far right.
What's the religion that it's saying?
Protestantism, which is a form of Christianity.
Okay.
That's like
Lutheran is a form of Lutheranism is a branch of Protestantism.
Yeah.
Well, I want to dig into that. How do we dig into that?
Wait, go up. William Morgan, whose disappearance and probable death led to the creation of the anti-Masonic Party. Interesting. Go down. Keep going. I want to see if any of these guys got murked out. Keep going. Keep going.
The alleged remark of anti-Masonic organizer Thurlow Weed that an unidentified corpse found in the Niagara River. Morgan disappearance.
Yeah, so that's
so they knew. Well, and y'all know who the Masons are.
So what do we think about this new Italian president?
The chick?
Yeah.
Bro, I mean,
what do you know? Any like are
no
the people in the homelands talking?
We haven't been talking to them lately, but they're like, I just know that she's like a populist far right, and I've heard that she said something like basically akin to like go back to Africa about like the mass migration. But
yeah, so here's the thing. So conservatives are like nutting over her,
Yeah.
you know, and everything. Tommy G exposed her. Tommy G came out and said, "Hey, yo, if you look into her, she's pro-vaccine. She stands with Ukraine. She's a green energy shill, a member of the Aspen Institute, funded by Rockefeller and Gates. She's a WEF member, and was the first to support the digital vax passport."
They
So
know that
she's
they have
just-
to control the opposition, dude.
So it's just like a Trump figure for
Italy.
Italy, so
Yep.
that they can all get all up in arms about her.
Yep.
Yeah, because they probably couldn't. I mean, people were probably rebelling, and then it's like they're like, "Oh, okay, you're gonna rebel. You want this right wing person? We'll give you someone. You know, like we'll put someone there just to quell your."
She's like real anti-abortion, though, isn't she?
I don't know.
She's all
populist.
She's all, you know, right wing.
Right wing.
Checkpoint.
Okay.
You know, she checks all the boxes.
Oh man.
You know, start talking about, you know,
families,
finance of people that are into like, you know, in it for money or the problem and shit. And I don't know.
But she's just a show.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the Brazil election that's happening as well?
No.
I guess there's supposed to be some fuckery afoot where like Bolsonaro, obviously he's like the most popular candidate they've had in a long time. He's super right wing, and I don't know what exactly happened, but I think there's basically saying, I saw something, of course it was like on InfoWars, but it was basically saying that their election there seemed a lot like our 2020 election.
There was like some fuckery with it.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Like, because they show, again, I saw something, like some image where, where's one I saw? I saw some image where they show like Bolsonaro, this isn't the video I clicked. They show Bolsonaro's like campaign rallies, and it kind of looks like Trump, where they're just like filled. And then they show the opponents, and it's like empty. And I guess, I don't know what they're doing. I haven't looked into it that much, but they're just saying, see, election results similar to rigged 2020. They're getting everybody all over the world, man.
But what's up with the Italy one? Is it just like, is that just like a honeypot just put in there to stir up the shit in Italy? Because Italy was obviously pretty progressive prior to her.
Yeah.
Their leader was really progressive. They got smashed in the pandemic, right? Like,
Yep.
A lot of people died in the pandemic over there, and their lockdowns were super intense.
And people were probably pissed off. So, like, the WEF or whoever's controlling this shit is like, we'll give you the candidate that's on your team so that you'll be quiet about it, so that you'll accept it. But it's like Jake said, I mean,
do you think that's about to happen here too?
I don't know, man. I have no opinions anymore on politics. I want to find this Bolsonaro rally thing.
mean, elections are getting rigged all over forever.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a common knowledge.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, all my videos I fucking save in my, like, I bookmark in my TikTok. All of them, when I go back, are all gone.
Yeah.
Like, they no longer exist because they got taken down.
Scrubbing.
Yep.
So I can, like, never fucking go back. And
I wonder if they have, like, AI now that does it. You know? Like, AI that can just kind of, like, troll the web completely. Find things that are based on the topic that you're... I guess it's not on here either.
yeah, so, like, the majority of the videos I bookmark because I think they say something telling and interesting. Just no longer
can't find
exists.
them.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Because I was watching one about this dude, and I don't know his name or who he is, but he was talking about the population collapse of China that's going to occur. Basically, how like China's population is going to die soon because of their one-child policy. Right?
Yeah.
And like how they lifted that in like 2015 to 2 children, but it's too late. It was too late. And how like by 2030 they're going to start they're already going to start having more people retiring than people working.
Yeah.
You know, and basically he's saying that by 2050 China's population is going to be below 600 million.
600 million?
Yeah.
Which is like crazy decline. That's like
Yeah.
insane.
What,
Over a
billion?
billion. They're over a billion.
2 billion or something like that?
It says 1.41 billion in 2020.
Okay. So 2 billion almost?
Yeah.
Or 1.5 billion?
Yeah. He's saying that it's going to fucking...
That's what they want, man.
So like children of men? Like,
No, I think they fucked themselves.
No, I mean that's what the people who made the Georgia Guidestones want all over the world, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, Japan's got that too. Japan's got a big problem with that too.
Well, Elon Musk thinks that that's a world thing, right? Like that's
everywhere except for like Africa, basically.
Yeah, that
What?
there's populations are decreasing.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Hence him like
because of what they're doing. Like Japan, like they're like China's. He goes into why, and it has to do with like how fast they got into their industrialism came into play, and then the whole you know, they thought after World War II or whatever, they thought that they're gonna have a whole new generation of like kids that are gonna eat them alive and shit, and then they created the one-child policy, and that fucked them over really hard. And like I said, they opened it up in 2015, and by then it was just already too late. And so like they're fucked in that way. But like Japan's problem is that just none of the
they're not reproducing.
None of the millennials are dating.
Yep.
They're not even dating.
that's happening here.
They're all
too.
they're all concerned about their careers instead. And instead of dating, they're like hiring people. Like there's like companies and services where you just hire someone for the night to go on dates with you. It's not even like sexual.
Yep.
It's just you hire a boyfriend to go to the club with you and
like
talk to you.
An escort.
You know, yeah, basically.
Like pretty women.
And then they have all these like their porn is crazy there, and like, you know, they have what's really popular there is like cuddling places where you go in there and you pay someone to just lay down with you and cuddle with you, and they're very popular. So that's what they're doing. They're getting these fixes of connection with people through like just paid, you know, things. So they're not attached to anybody.
It's like MGTOW to the extreme.
They're not creating any relationships because they don't need to. They can just watch this porn or hire this person to go to the club with them or hire someone to cuddle them, and then focus on their careers and shit.
See on the screen up
there? That's a very big concern, and that's what they're doing here. They're trying to get rid of fucking, you know, the families. You know, they don't want you having kids and shit. Abort your babies.
What is this this graph you're showing?
When a population pyramid is right side up, like on the left, like the Democratic Republic of Congo, you can see younger kids are being born at a way higher rate than people are dying. But when it's upside down, that's when it's negative growth, like China or Germany. Like the U.S. has currently slow growth, but I would bet you that the U.S. is upside down now too. If you look at probably like
Wait,
natives.
which one's good?
The one on the left is rapid growth. You see how that's an African country? There's a lot of young kids, 0 to 4. These are age groups.
Okay.
And you see how there's higher, but then these different colors are male and female.
Okay.
Okay. So there's more young kids than there are old people because they're dying off, the old people. But in our countries, modern countries, it's an upside down pyramid. There's less people being born, more people are dying.
Yeah.
And so...
And it's only going to get worse.
It's only going to get worse. And I would bet that the United States is already on the other side. If you look at probably native born, we're just importing all these people from the third world. But in reality, native citizens, let's say, it's probably an upside down pyramid.
Right on.
So what do you think so if the Georgia Guidestones, why is it just a control? Is it control so that they can simply just manage the people more? That's why they want the populations lower?
Yeah, because if you have groups of people that have a strong cultural and ethnic identity and they're creating a lot of strong families and they're reproducing, that's powerful versus you have like in our country where people are just staying single, they're buying dogs and cats, they're not amassing any wealth, they're not passing anything down to their kids, they're just basically living lives of consumption and then they're dying and there's no like ethnic or cultural heritage, they're going to die out. It's like if all the German people in the world die out,
here's a different one.
Okay, if all the Japanese people in the world die out, what happens to Japanese culture?
They no longer exist.
It no longer exists. It replaces that old Japanese culture that they had with samurai and all these values and all that shit and all their history with all this new stuff that you're talking about, like this fucked up porn and all these things that, like, I forget what it's called. It's like hikikomori or something where people don't even leave their house. Hikikomori, have you ever heard of that?
That sounds like their plan. That sounds like their master plan.
Yeah,
like everything. Like just don't AI robots. Everyone's at home.
Yes.
And then you kill the population that way slowly.
Yeah, they don't reproduce.
No one's reproducing. You build no culture. The one that is ruling wins.
Yep, the ones that create the strongest family, they pass on their genes. They continue to grow.
So why is it not happening in Africa?
I don't know. Probably because
we don't gotta worry about that because apparently white people don't have culture. So.
Well, and that's the thing about the idea of it is like almost America doesn't have culture because like we identify with all these other cultures.
Now,
yeah, I always thought that was like what was cool about America, or like I always thought that was like the big unique thing of like America was like the melting pot,
Sure.
Yeah. And that's what made it awesome was that like it was just
they told us
a mixture of cultures. No, because that's what it was. That's what it is.
I think it was. If you look at like America when it was first founded, the culture probably resembled all those people that came from Europe, English, Irish, German. And now the melting pot is what?
No, but that's what I'm talking about. What you just said was a melting pot of different cultures. German, English, Irish, fucking African. That's what was cool. That's what made it cool. Is that it was just
natives.
It's just natives. It was a mixture of cultures coming together, and we're all sharing it now and embracing it. But now that's being demonized to do that. Now it's like a culture appropriation. Oh, you're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to have braids because black people were the only people that ever had braids.
Yeah.
Their hair was the only one that ever fucking got dirty and started
what
matting
what
together.
they're doing is
in the history of hair.
They're destroying the creation of an American culture. So
they're making a new American culture.
Let's say it was the melting pot that was the idea, was that it was the melting pot was the culture, and what would breed out of that would be that this land and these people would create their own culture. But America, we struggle with that. We struggle with having our own. We always identify everything with like Italian cuisine or Mexican food, and we don't ever like really embrace like anything that's American. We don't like build our own culture. You're like, what nationality are you? What color are you? What this and that? Instead of being like, I'm American.
Yeah.
Like we don't ever embrace that.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have that here, and it's like
we do though. It's like I think when I think of American, I think like hot dogs out on
Burgers.
the barbecue.
I think
you
of
know,
burgers.
but like on the barbecue, like
Yeah.
having the barbecue at fucking 4th of July or fucking Sunday football. You know, like type shit. Like
yes,
yeah.
Like
it's there.
But isn't it kind of like, I don't know. Don't we think?
But you're always gonna have someone being like, well, actually, football was made by fucking trans people in South America.
Yeah.
24.
I just think we don't spend enough time.
Because they're telling us it's formed on racist ideas, and that the inception of this country and what it comes from is bad. That's what they're telling us now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, they hammer that away. They hammer that point that it was built by slavers and it was all evil white men.
They always forget the fact that it was also white religious men that freed slaves.
Yeah, I mean the same people. Yeah, the same.
Got rid of slavery.
Yeah, but I mean it's just they're never letting us just. They're making us obsess over our old cultures, so like where our ancestors are from, instead of being like we're from it's just the divide. That's their biggest plan. I mean we don't let it. It's like we should love our neighbors. We shouldn't be like, oh, what is it, that person's Armenian or this person's no, they're American. They're
right.
citizens.
It should be if they come to America and they love American values in our country, that's all that matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And we should this is like a nationalist idea, is being like, thinking of like America first. Like we should be thinking about America first. And for some reason now that idea is like, oh, they compare it to Hitler. It's like they compare it to Putin,
this or that.
Putin now, the new Hitler. Yeah. It's like, well, those people. Well, we won't get into that, but like, it's not bad to just create culture and embrace your culture, and it doesn't mean you have to like hate. That's not an idea. That's actually accepting. That's an accepting idea. We should love each other. We should all be working.
Shared.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Jim, why don't you tell everyone where they can find us?
Check us out on YouTube at Secret Hideout Podcast, TikTok Secret Hideout Podcast, Instagram Secret Hideout Podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share to the YouTube channel, and give us some Rumble love if you're over there. If you're not about the YouTube shit, which we're with it, we're putting all these on Rumble. So, clip it up, share it, spread the love, leave us some comments. We're gonna keep doing it. We like talking to each other. We like talking to you guys. So, yeah.
Yeah, and like always, don't listen to a word we say because we don't know what the fuck we're talking about. And please always do your own research, and we will catch you on the flip side.
Peace.
Later.
Peace.